So I'm in the process of moving all my fish tanks because I am moving out of this house, and we're going to start today with the live bearer tanks. We're gonna go ahead, try to pack up the live bearer tanks. I have a 20 gallon, so all my live bearer tanks are in 10 gallons. I have a 20 gallon at the location where I'm taking them to. We're gonna try to consolidate a little bit. I think the 20 gallon will be just for the guppies, and then I'm gonna keep some 10 gallons for my dwarf platies and my Dalmatian mollies and try to breed them out separately, because right now I've got guppies in every tank. So let's get started. Let me show you which tanks I'm taking. Taking this tank, and by the way, a little update, this dwarf lily like popped off. That's awesome. I'm really proud. But this tank, it's got some cherry barbs, but just guppy mamas having hella babies in there. So we're gonna take that one. We're taking this tank. Oh, they're hungry. They're hungry. Taking that tank. It is so luscious and beautiful. This is my favorite tank, and this is the best Sprite I've ever grown. It's so cool and so luscious, and all the fish just kind of swim through it. But that's the second tank I'm taking. And then this here is my guppy grow out tank with my Dalmatian mollies. I'm taking this tank too. We've got 3 tanks to take. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lower the water a lot and try to just carry them to my car. And then once we get there, then we can try to fill them back up, take the plants out, replant everything, try to do everything. I've got a 2-hour drive, so right now it's about noon. It's about 12:30. Hopefully, I don't know, I don't want to stay up late tonight to finish all this stuff, but I might have to, so let's get started. I've lowered the water in the tank so I can lift them up and take them to my car. I've got a huge headache and it's been debilitating, but we're getting there slowly. Okay guys, I am finally leaving. Holy shit, it's 3 p.m. I just had a really slow day. I'm bringing this table. Oh wow, you caught that tank splashing around. I'll have to be careful about that. Make sure nothing splashes around. All right guys, we finally made it, and I'm gonna start unloading the car and setting up the room. I moved the tanks in. I'm exhausted. That was a lot of work. We're here. This is my brother's tank. If you want to see us build this tank, it's the 20 gallon guppy tank video. And he got some Cories. If anyone can tell me what kind of Cories these are. These look like Julie eyes. I have no idea. I don't know much about Cories, folks. If you do, let me know what these Cories are. They're really cute and they're doing their thing. So we've got this tank to put all my guppies in. I've got guppies, mollies, and platies. And these, I will separate the platies and mollies in their own tanks. These are 10 gallons. And all the guppies, I've got guppies in all 3 of these, will go in this 20 gallon tank. Hopefully it's not overstocked. We'll see. I have some clients, so we're gonna be selling more guppies, but yeah, we'll see. All right, I've got some bad news. This is what happened to the tank when I added water and substrate. It looks like this now. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a time lapse on this tank, so I'm just gonna have to show you what it looks like after I'm done. But hopefully we get a little something like this. I'm gonna just take greenery from my other tanks, put it in here. I'm kind of in a time crunch for some reason. I'm like in a hurry, but I wanna get this done, you know? I just wanna see my work come into fruition, which I'll let you know when I make some progress. Okay, some more bad news. Before I set these guys up, I'm gonna have to go into town and buy another sponge filter. I'm missing 1 sponge filter. I'm so annoyed right now. I just want to get this done, guys. So here, let me show you what I'm gonna do. So this is my platy tank, my dwarf platy tank. We're gonna fill this up. We're gonna rescape this whole thing. Then I'm gonna put my Dalmatian mollies in here. Sure, I mean, I can set something up right now, but time's running out. I don't know when the store closes. I need to go buy a sponge filter. I only have a sponge filter for 1. The other sponge filter is already in this tank. I might have to do some water changes to clear it out. Hopefully it clears out a bit. I feel like this agitation's just making it worse. I tried netting out a bunch of gunk. This was just substrate I got from the creek, so it's loaded with beneficial bacteria. sponge filter is seeded. Everything I do, I either fill the tank halfway up with like gross fish water from another tank that I cycled out, and then fill it all the way back up with clean water, so like a 50% water change, or I add a seeded sponge. That's what you guys should do too. If you want to speed up your cycling process, get some sort of seeded water or seeded sponge to put in your tank, maybe even plants or substrate or even hardscape. Put it in a new tank. It really speeds up that process and the fish do fine. And if it's your first tank, you know, contact a friend, see if they have anything. If you don't have anyone in your life who has a tank, then you can look up how to cycle your tank from scratch. But hopefully this is real cycled. I might have to do some water changes to take out this turbidity, but it's okay. It'll be a really good tank. All right, I finally get to show you all the damage I've done. This is the tank. This is the tank with all my guppies. They're not all here, but the ones that I could catch are in here. The water is still kind of cloudy compared to this tank. Look how beautiful this tank is compared to kind of the cloudiness in this tank. But all my guppies are in there, able to mix up. This is my brother's tank, got guppies in there, but he got these Julii cories. We finally were able to ID them. They're eating little shrimp pellets right now, but they're so cool. Little cory gang, only has 3 of them. Looks like 2 females and a male, based on my sexing expertise. I'm not really sure, but that's what I think, because that one's a little smaller. But this is a beautiful tank. Once this clears up, this will be beautiful too. Super proud of this tiger lily. It's done so well. I'm gonna kind of top off this tank a little bit, but hopefully these plants kind of take off too. Just like in here, these plants really took off. Hopefully these get established and are able to take off. Let me show you the other tanks that I brought. So got these tanks set up or re-established. That tank's empty. I think I'm gonna have some goldfish in there, my 2 goldfish, to eat all this vegetation. But I've got my Dalmatian mollies in here. There's also some cherry barbs in here too. All of these tanks have leftover guppy fry in them, so once they get big enough to catch, like here's some right there. Once I get some big enough to catch, then I'll catch them out and throw them in the bigger tank. There's the cherry barb right there. A lot of red cherry shrimp in here. There's also some grass shrimp in here, just like ghost shrimp. But this is like my oldest tank, and this is the first time that I disturbed it. So hopefully it bounces back. But these fish seem a lot happier in their new tank. They used to be in there with the grow-out guppies. And this is my dwarf platy tank. Lots of cover because there's hundreds of fry in there, I think. There's a lot of guppy fry still in here, but there's tiny dwarf platy fry swimming around, and they need lots and lots of cover. They're very weak little fish, so make sure that there's a lot of cover in here. We got some water hyacinth. We've got the pothos growing. This one's got the monstera growing. And hopefully these establish well too. We've got the yellowback shrimp, the goldenback shrimp in here, which honestly I had no idea like how well they were doing, but they're doing well, so that's good. But yeah, these are the 2 tanks on this wall. Eventually I'll get some goldfish in here, so to eat all this, to kind of be my lawnmowers, do some nice water changes, keep them eating that duckweed, one of the best foods for them actually. So it's just a little update on that. This was kind of the main show. Kind of had a difficult time figuring out the light situation, just because I'm not used to lighting up a tank that's so deep. But I think this will be fine. The plants will grow just fine. And yeah, I'm really proud that this tank's holding water, to be honest. Got this on Facebook Marketplace for like $5, this 20 gallons, so I'm pretty blessed. And it's really awesome to have these two next to each other because it's just gonna be a beautiful, beautiful wall here with these awesome tanks. Thanks for watching this little vlog style fish room tank update because I'm moving house and we're just gonna keep moving tanks around, so I'll keep you guys updated. But thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.